So if you want to hit drivers straight, or at least straighter, I want to share with you something that I give every single one of my students who hook the golf ball or slice the golf ball. No one, absolutely no one leaves my lesson hitting the ball with a big slice or a big hook. They're all hitting it much straighter because I show them exactly what they need to do to position their right arm correctly. Where your right arm starts at the swing and then what you do with it in your backswing is crucial if you want to hit the ball much, much straighter. It's also a really important power move. In this video, I'm going to show you where that right arm should be so that you can start to learn to hit much straighter, almost straight away. Before I get to the video, look, if you're new to the channel, it's one of your first lessons of mine, please consider subscribing. I release videos like this every single week to try and help you improve your game. Plus, you never have to remember a thing. I'll always put a free download practice guide in the description box below. So if these shots look familiar to you, a big slice to the right or a big hook to the left, I'm going to show you how you can start to quickly hit much, much straighter drives by simply positioning your right arm in the correct place and also then understanding how you move it in the backswing to maintain your power and your consistency. Before we do, let's talk about what creates the curve in your golf swing first. Then we'll work on how you kind of hit it much straighter. So what creates curve? Let me use a football just to kind of guide you through this process. So we're hitting a round ball, so generally it's very hard to hit anything straight. There's always going to be some curve. If I take my foot here, so let's start with slicing. If you slice the golf ball, what's happening here is if this is your club face and this is the direction you're swinging, right? If I have a club face completely square, what will happen to that ball? The ball will head off in this direction, right? To the left. But if I keep that direction of my foot, but then angle the foot this way, i.e. open the club face, what's going to happen to the spin that I'm going to put on that ball? I am now going to produce, look, a spin that basically turns in a clockwise direction. So even though I am kind of swinging in this direction, the ball now is heading out and spinning over to that right-hand side. That is what we've got to fix. What is reversely true with people who hook the golf ball, same principle, look, if you hook it, your foot is heading, look, in this direction, you probably every so often hit some shots straight to the right. That is only because the club face is completely square. But if I was to angle that face and turn it, now suddenly I'm going to create, look, a anti-clockwise spin that then curves back to the left-hand side. So we want to reduce or take control over that spin. And here's what we do. Right, I'm going to grab a ball. And I want you to set up, and you can do this at home as a simple guideline, right? So what do you need? What's happening if you slice? Well, we've just said the path of your club is for a right hand is going left to target. The forearms, where they're lined up, is your path. So look at this. This is my swing circle here. This is what you're doing. Now your path is here, but the face is over there. So they're both opposite directions. And that's what creates, look, the bend on this shot, right? What we need to do is we need the face, rather than aiming over there, much more here, and we need the path much more here. So how do you start to get them closer together? Really, really simple. This is if I want you to do to slice it. We're going to exaggerate it first. Take your golf club, turn the face down to about 10 o'clock, right? So now we've got the face pointing in the opposite direction to what you're used to. Then what we're going to do, we're going to square that face up now by only, look, moving the forearms. So now what we've done is we've got the forearms aiming, look, if we do this, we've got the forearms, if anything now, aiming more to the right-hand side of the target while the face is aiming more to the left. We've created the perfect environment to create what type of spin? This type of spin. Does that make sense? Because we just said, look, the more we swing in this direction while the face is more angled in this direction, the more we're going to create curve. That's all you do. And if you have a big slice, really, really exaggerate this to start with. So we want to create, look, I'm going to exaggerate this. Imagine I've got a massive slice. I'm going to turn the wrist down so the face is aiming way to the left. And then I'm going to square that face up now, look. Look what happens to my swing circle. So the swing circle's aiming more to the right. And now I'm in a real position now to hook this golf ball. And what we're going to see in an exaggerated way, look, is a big hook. That's a really exaggerated one. You can see, look at this. My swing circle, look, is miles to the right with a face that's aiming left of target. Exaggerated, yes. So all I would do to kind of turn that hook now into maybe a little bit less is say, right, I'm going to turn that face now not to like almost 10 o'clock. I'm going to turn it maybe just to 11 o'clock. Then square it up with my forearm. So I'm going to here turn it to 11, square it up with just a little bit with my forearms now. And this should be now just a simple a simple little draw. Let's have a look at this in action. Hey presto, a little draw. Swing circle, a positive number, meaning it's out to the right. My face to path is closed, and we create a draw. How easy is that? Now, before we go in to show you how the right arm can help you add power to your driver too, let me just summarize really quickly. All you have done is simply reversed the process. So if you slice, your face is aiming too far right and your path is aiming too far left. What have you done? You've now got your face aiming what feels like more left, and you've got your path aiming what feels like more right. You have simply reversed those two things. Now, if you hook the golf ball, you simply do the opposite. What you would do instead is you probably have too much of that. So you would open your face maybe to 1 o'clock and then close it with your forearms this way. So now your path will be more this way and your face more this way. So you kind of neutralize the shot. That's all you're changing. Super, super simple. So let me show you how you add power to this. In fact, by already moving the position of that right arm, you've already set yourself up to gain yardage almost instantly. And the reason being, look, is this. When your trail arm is out here too much, okay, and your path, the forearms are aiming left of target for right-handed golfers, you are creating a swing that is going to be chopping downwards on that golf ball here. When that happens, this is what happens. You create a movement that slices, but the problem is now you're hitting after the golf ball. This is a low point number here. Low point basically means that you're striking down on the golf ball. You lose tremendous amount of power doing that. Once you get that trail arm in position, that right arm in position, this is what tends to happen. So as soon as we've closed that face down, we square that face up by doing this. My right arm moves here. This is crucial. Why? Well, to hit more level or up on the golf ball, which is where power really is, where's your trail arm need to be? Underneath, yeah? If that trail arm gets away, I am now, look, in chop territory. There's your instant loss of power. So this is going to help you hit the ball much, much further. So before we move on to the backswing, let's just show you, without me hitting it any harder, watch what happens. It's going to be a big movement right to left, but look at this. Distance jumps up 40 yards. Now I exaggerated that, which is why it's curved a lot, but you see the difference in distance. Now, a recent student of mine, Mark, did all of this. He started to get a bit of a curve, but he lost it quite quickly because he wasn't able to maintain this right arm all the way into his backswing. And I see this a lot. So this is the final piece of the jigsaw. You've done all the hard work. You've shut that face down. You're now in a draw place. You're in a place, but I don't want to really exaggerate this to start with, particularly if you slice it. Bear in mind, look, you can always reduce it. So if you start at 10 o'clock and now you start to do what I've done, which is overdraw it, all you do is go, okay, let's move to 11 o'clock and do it. Maybe now you're at 12 o'clock and square, now you're straight, right? But really exaggerate until you start curving it. Now with Mark, he wasn't able to maintain this right arm in this place. It started to pop out. And if it pops out, again, you're going to chop down. All he was doing, excuse the view, he wasn't using his lower body correctly. So many people lack turn, and this blocks your trail arm. Watch my pocket here. As I'm moving back, this trail pocket is moving towards the target. Why? This provides me mobility. This provides me mobility, my right arm can keep working, look beautifully and folding beautifully naturally on this backswing. But watch this. If I kind of do this and I block myself, I can't get my right arm back, I'm stuck. Now I'll complete my swing like this. Now I'm in real trouble. I'm just going to chop straight down on that golf ball. So all I got Mark to do was, once he was set up in this position, I just got him to sense almost his trail pocket moving toward the target. I actually got him against a wall to start with and almost said to him, look, imagine this backside almost sliding along the wall here just a little bit. Rather than this way, sliding this way. Simple as that. Now we started very small with it initially, and so I want you to do, you get yourself set, you move that in place, start with some small shots to start with. Here, just really, really smooth swings to learn the feel of it. And then what you'll see, look, you'll start to hit much straighter shots, because now suddenly, rather than the face being massively open to the path, you start to square it and you start to hit it further and further. And have a look at this number here, look. My low point now has gone from after the golf ball to behind the golf ball, which means I'm hitting up on the ball, which is where you get your power. So it's incredibly simple. If you slice it or hook it, simply reverse the combination. If you slice it, your face is open to the path. So we're gonna close the face here, so we end the path more, face more left, square up the shoulders, hey presto, you hit it straight, all right? Give that a go. Let me know in the comments section how you get on. It is, for me, most of my students, once they go through this process, they hit it straighter almost instantly. Let me know how you get on. If you enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up, maybe share it with a friend. And if you're looking to see how this works with irons, check this video out right here. But until next week, have a wonderful golfing week.